Hi, I'm Miriam Seabag, Director of Chaitat's Preschool, a state-certified Jewish licensed preschool program. We're also concerned to feed our children healthy and nutritious food. But are we also so careful to feed our children faith? I'm proud to say, here at Chaitat's, we are. We are constantly feeding your children faith. How so? From the beginning of the day, when the child is able to speak, already we're singing and davening the Moda'ani. The Moda'ani represents a thankfulness, an acknowledgement to Hashem that we are alive, and not just the belief in Hashem in a general sense, but in the belief in Hashem is here, Hashem is there, Hashem is truly everywhere for a child on a very practical level. We'd like to thank our wonderful parents of the year, Avi and Miriam Weg, for completely giving themselves over and dedicating their time, energy, and talents in continuing to help us serve the children of Chaitat in the community. I'd like to thank Yecheskel and Abby Daini for being pillars of strength and for completely giving themselves over to constantly grow the Chabad house and the preschool in an unimaginable way by dedicating their 24/7 to the Chabad house and preschool. And we'd like to thank the Settenbrinos with their experience and knowledge for keeping their advice is invaluable, and their involvement is priceless, and for constantly investing within the Chabad house. Mazel tov to all the wonderful honorees. I'd like to thank all of our family and friends for joining us at the Chabad of Passaic, Clifton, and Chaitat's preschool dinner. Thank you for your constant emotional and financial support. Enjoy your evening.
Lila's been here since she was 6 months old. Miles has been here since he was about 3 months old, and they love it. Miles can't talk yet, but Lila is always, like this morning we were away for Passaic, and we came back, and Lila was literally running from the car, jumping, skipping, just so excited to see her friends and her moras.
Yisrael and Shayna Settenbrino are the honorees at Chabad of Passaic Clifton dinner. The Settenbrinos used to be our neighbors in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and were our hosts at the Blue Moon Hotel for close to 8 years. It does not surprise me that the Settenbrinos are being honored at the Chabad dinner. The Settenbrinos inspire me in their kindness, love, dedication to Yiddishkeit, to Judaism, their openness, their achnasas archim that they have. And if there's one quality that I can mention that the Settenbrinos have, that would be chesed, kindness.
Well, Niam loved his teachers. He only had good associations with his teachers. They were, at one point I remember they were making a book about one of the teachers, like a birthday book or something, and all the kids had to make a page. And Niam had to, he decided to make a page that she helps us learn how to play together. And that's the essence of learning how to be in school, in my opinion.
We were just really blown away by all the videos that we get every day, seeing him interacting with all the kids and having a great time. He really enjoys, all the songs and all the things going on with the other children, the banging the musical instruments and whatnot. I think my favorite memory so far of him was coming in and seeing him with the little marker and making his little painting in real time. Seeing that was very magical.
My name is Barry Stein. My involvement in the Chabad house is as financially related. I work along with both Rabbi and Mrs. Seabag who are very integral members of the community and not just the Chabad house.
So my son Menachem loves to come every single day. In the beginning, we had just moved here. He was a little apprehensive, but the Moors are so warm and loving, and he loves coming. He runs in every day. He's excited when I pick him up. He's had a great time.
Chabad House in Clifton, Passaic has been a constant state of growth, a constant state of desire to serve, a constant state of willingness for all people, not just the quote-unquote leadership, but everybody involved. It's been a center of non-judgment. It's been a center of total acceptance.
Hi, I'm Miriam Sherrill.
And I'm David Sherrill.
And our friends Avi and Miriam Legg are being honored at High Tops, Passaic, Clifton.
They are. We're not surprised they're being honored. They are great people. We've known them for many, many years. We traveled with them from Brooklyn to here, and they continue. They be pillars of the community. So we're not surprised that it's a deserving honor.
We've been really happy at Chaitats because, when the kids get there in the morning, they're just super excited. We drop them off. They say goodbye and they just run into the classroom, and that's it. We just drop off their backpack and we go, and then they come back. They're really excited every day. They just talk about how they had a really great day, and it's just been a really good experience.
Hi, my name is Hani Pinson. I am honored to be friends with Abby and Pascal Dorney, who are being honored tonight with the Outreach Award. I've known Abby for the better part of 20 years, and I can honestly say that I am not at all surprised that she is being honored. They have both dedicated their lives to education, and Chabad of Passaic and High Tots is truly blessed and privileged to have them as members of the community and as part of the parent body of the school.
My name is Yeheskel Doini. I'm originally from Buenos Aires, Argentina. They made us feel like family, and they welcomed us and they helped us just feel welcome here in Passaic, and I'm very grateful for all the warmth we received from them. I would like to thank Rabbi Seberg for helping me growing my Yiddishkeit. Particularly for me, I feel blessed to be able to wake up in the morning and go to the Chabad house and learn with him every morning. It was really hard for me to consistently learn Tanya by myself.
I chose Chaitats because it is run by the Chabad Shluchim in my town, and as a Lubavitcher, I feel that my number one priority is to support the Shluchim in my town.
How the Wigs are Parents of the Year is just such a deserving tribute. When I heard from Miriam about so many of the fundraising aspects or things in the Chaitats that they're willing to be on the first of the line to try to help out, it's such a deserving tribute to give them Parents of the Year, and it's the kind of people that deserve honor, all three honorees.
First of all, this is a huge plus in Passaic. My wife and I, we both work full time. The hours here are phenomenal. They're the best out of any daycare in the area. And as two full-time working parents, we sometimes feel underrepresented, or we feel like our needs are not really addressed. And so it's really nice to have a daycare where the schedule accommodates that, and having a 7:30 drop-off and a 6:30 pickup. It's really nice for us. We really appreciate that.
Well, I love that my son at 3 years old really seems to know a lot. Like, he's really learning, and I don't know that I would think to teach him those things because I think of him as very young. And he always surprises me by, the knowledge that he comes up with, that he learns in school, the things he knows. Like, how do you know that, I wouldn't think to teach that to him. So we do appreciate that.
Specifically here, Chabad is a microcosm. Wherever Chabad is, they make community. They get involved with young couples or help create young couples. So they get married. So we have holy. But the whole aspect, Sivos Hashem, and everything that the Rebbe did was about the child. which is Kadosh, 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 which is holy, holy, holy.
She's grown socially. Her vocabulary has grown. She's learned about sharing and so much Torah. I mean, like she's just she knows more than I do already.
I would encourage everyone to expose themselves to see what the Chabad concept, mentality, and hospitality is all about. I've done classes in almost every Chabad that I've been a part of, and the JLI classes are exceptional. They do not take a stand in terms of what level of observance you are. They give you the rationale on why we do what we do when applied to that subject matter.
It's very unusual to have a dinner where every single one of the honorees is deserving. You don't see that very often. Usually they have people that they have to coax or force to be honored, people that just show up maybe once or twice or have no involvement. To know that you have families like the Doineys, the Wegs, and the Sedembrinos, three very strong families with great midos that put it in, that they don't just share it with their own family, but they give it to the community. It's so wonderful and nice to see.
They've learned a lot. They come home asking to give tzedakah and kiss the mezuzah, and they're singing Moda'ani and Aleph Beis, and they're so excited to come to school in the morning. It's been so nice seeing them grow and learn since they've been here.
Well, I would just want to add that, regarding Chabad as a whole, I've been privileged to know several Chabad Shiluchim and Shiluchot, and one thing I can say about they all have in common is that they're the happiest people you've ever met. And I mean, it's real happiness, and the reason that they're happy is because they're giving of themselves and their lives to service the community, and that's the real deal. That's where the real happiness comes from, because it's not dependent on any material object or anything like that. It's the spiritual satisfaction that you get from doing mitzvot and from getting other people to do mitzvot, and that's the secret of the Chabad happiness.
The atmosphere is very warm and very loving, and I mean everybody is so kind and so open. Everybody knows Naomi's name. Everybody knows which pacifier is hers and which sippy cup is hers. There's so much attention to detail and so much investment in the children.
There's a solid curriculum, so your kids are learning. It's just we've been very happy here.
Yeah, and having seen other preschools and not to talk about anywhere else, like when we come and either drop off the kids or pick up the kids are always busy, they're always engaged. When I pick them up, they're always outside playing or inside just finishing a project or a snack or something like that. And it's just really nice to, like, when you're out all day and at work, knowing your kids are just really well taken care of.
The Doineys are integrally involved in the Chabad house itself. There's never a moment where you don't see Mrs. Doiney want to participate and be involved. Same thing with Mr. Doiney. It's amazing how I often hear from the Seabags how they're such pillars of the Chabad house like that like never before. Nothing like them, and they always want to help, always with a smile on their face. It's nice to know also the Sedembrinos family full Torah. Their children come to be involved here, not just themselves, not just their resources, but they themselves, and that's, to me, is a tribute to them and whom they are.
I love the way the baby class is, of all ages, and that they really include the babies in the class. Like, I picked up my baby one day and the Mora said, he might have a little paint left on his feet. We did a project. My baby was 2 months old. I'm like, that's so cute. And he came home with a little pillowcase. It's just fun. I like that they're enjoying him and they include him, and
A Chabad house is the rabbi and the rebbitzin themselves. They make the Chabad house. And they don't just make the Chabad house by themselves. Every brick that's put up there is a brick that's put up by anyone who participates and is involved. And they bring you in. It's just, you cannot not want to be involved. It's just an easy trip. They just have to meet with them. And the rest of the people that are here are wonderful, sweet, dear people. A Chabad house is not just a title. A Chabad house is a feeling. And there's such warmth and love in Chabad house, in Passaic, that I suggest anyone to have a relationship with the Seabags. Could be the best decision they ever made.
I have chosen to support the Shluchim of Passaic and Clifton because they represent the Rebbe to me, to all of us.
So we've chosen to, invest our time into Chai Tats because specifically when we first started, Miriam organized a parents' night with information. I was so impressed with the way she ran it. Everyone was organized. We had an agenda. Everything seemed to be run well. I had sent an email. I got a response. I was just very impressed with the way things were run. And then when I came in to check the school, I saw that the teachers were loving and the curriculum was a solid curriculum. So I was just, from the start, I was very impressed with how the school is run.